Hello students, now let us learn multiplication of fractions. I'll be explaining you the example from my practice time 8, page number 72. Find the product. Now children, as we have learned for addition and subtraction that when the denominators are not equal, we have to make it equal by finding the LCM. Please note, we do not have any such thing related to LCM in multiplication of fraction. Okay, what you have to do here is simply multiply the numerator and numerator, denominator with the denominator. 5 upon 6 into 1 upon 2. Now first write the numerators together, that is 5 into 1, and the denominators together as 6 into 2. Now children, just check that if any of the numerator is getting reduced with any of the denominator and any of this numerator is getting reduced with any of this denominator. If it is not getting reduced, we will simply multiply the numerator with the numerator and denominator with the denominator. So 5 multiplied by 1 is 5 and 6 multiplied by 2 is 12. So this is your first product of the fraction 5 upon 6 multiplied by 1 upon 2. Let us go and let us move ahead and see some number C. 3 upon 4 into 1 upon 3. As I said, first write the numerator together and the denominators together with the multiplication sign. So I have written it as 3 multiplied by 1 upon 4 multiplied by 3. I could see that 3 and 3 could be reduced by itself. So 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3. So what remains in the numerator is 1 into 1 gives me 1 and 4 into 1 gives me 4. So this is how we have done so many sums, children. Now let us see the F1. 4 upon 7 multiplied by 14 upon 3. First I have written the numerators together, that is 4 multiplied by 14, and denominators together, that is 7 multiplied by 3. Now I will just check if any of the numerator is divisible by any of the denominator. 4 and 7 cannot be reduced, 4 and 3 cannot be reduced. Now check the another numerator. 14 and 7, yes, this can be reduced. So I have reduced it over here. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14. Again, just check if the reduced number still gets reduced with another denominator 2 and 3. No. So that's all, children. Now what remains in the numerator is 4 and 2. Just simply multiply. 4 multiplied by 2 gives me 8 and 1 multiplied by 3 gives me 3. Now I can see that this gives me a improper fraction. So convert it into a mixed fraction. So I get the answer as 2 by 3. Now I will show you the last one, children, that is the K1. 6 upon 7 multiplied by 3 upon 8. First write the numerators together. I have written it as 6 into 3. Write the denominators together, 7 multiplied by 8. Now check if any of the numerator is divisible by any of the, or it can be reduced by any of the denominator. Yes, 6 and 8 can be reduced by 2. So 2 3s are 6 and 2 4s are 8. Now please note, children, you can never reduce the numerator and the numerator number and the denominator and denominator. Whenever it comes to reducing a fraction, it is always done with numerator and denominator. No numerator can be reduced. The very first thing after seeing the same number comes is 3 ones are 3 ones are. No, this is a wrong, or it is a misconception. You can never reduce numerators and denominators, denominator and numerator. You can either reduce any numerator with any denominator and any denominator with any numerator. So please take a note of this point, children. So further I cannot reduce anything. So what remains here is 3 and 3. So 3 multiplied by 3 gives me 9 and 7 multiplied by 4 gives me 28. So 9 upon 28 is the answer for the K1. I hope you will have understood multiplication, children. Have a nice day.